The Upix Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host too stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX.
What's going on, fellow Uplanders, and welcome to the Upland Property Experts podcast. I am your host, Too Stupid to Win, and as always, well, not always because you're not going to be here next week, I'm joined by ThankMeLater. How are we doing this evening, brother?
What up? I am good. Yeah, no, I won't be here. I was like, maybe I can move my. I don't want to promise anything. I got lucky on my flights this week, but next week I'm literally mid-flight during.
That's okay. I'm lining up a round table for next week. So
shut up. Are you? You better not do a round table while I'm gone, you jerk.
You do round tables when I'm not here.
I mean, I just do round tables without you, just full stop.
So I'm gonna do a round table. So far I got Robzilla, I got Shaq and Pasta.
Well, never mind. I'm canceling my trip. I'm about to quit my job. I ain't trying to miss that.
Hey. Got a exciting show next week, so yeah.
What the?
Hey.
Well, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna take credit because since I'm not there, it finally made you stop procrastinating because you had to do it. So, you know what? As the name says, thank me later.
Yes. Thank them in 2 weeks, which will be later. Yeah. So I'll look for another maybe person or two, round it out. So it should be a good time. And then, yeah, so you won't be here, and that's okay. I'll return the favor in July while I go off for my wife's birthday. I will.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll still be on a Caribbean island at the time. So it's like Thursday, July something. 13th. Yeah, July 13th.
All right.
I'll send you a message so you remember. Anyway.
I mean, if you're not here, there isn't a podcast.
You do a round table.
I mean, maybe. We're sure we can find something.
And now Justin does the numbers, so that will be all populated for you to use if you choose.
Oh.
Ooh, no, Jimmy Jester. No, baby number 5. Bad
baby
Jimmy
number
Jester.
5? Oh, my gosh.
Bad Jimmy Jester. No, baby number 5. If we have baby number 5, there's bigger issues.
I was gonna say, your wife's gonna have some splaining to do if there's baby number 5.
Yes, sir. No.
And if it has my nose, I'm not gonna. No.
That's why you stay far, far away. Oh, lot happened in this past week since we were last on. Some disappointing things, some cool things, and some things in between, and other things you're just like, yeah. So got a lot to cover. Justin was unable with his new responsibilities to help us out tonight, and of course it was a chaotic night here in my household. So I got through some numbers. And as we said, we wanted to cut them back anyway, but I'm just being all revealing. But yes, we do have the market update. And then are you allowed to announce things yet? Or are they still waiting to announce some other stuff?
Oh, I was going to. I hadn't really thought about it. I'm going to.
Okay, you're going to. So
yeah.
That was
so don't drop early. Big announcement coming.
And then before we jump into that, since Zany Socks brought it up, you can buy Sens now.
Yeah, I already put that up there. Sens are free all over. That's right.
They are.
Yeah, but so are cans. And you don't see me going through dumpsters looking for them.
So what are your thoughts on the buy 10 cents for 99 cents?
Buy 10. That sounds complex. Buy 10 cents, 99 cents. Are we jumping right into it? You want?
Yeah.
Well, so first of all, we've been saying this since day one. Like, I think we talked about it. Like, as soon as Sens came out, like, well, why can't we buy them?
Yeah.
And I think you made a comment in our group chat of if they had done that day one, it would be no big deal. NBD, like, yep, that's what we're doing. You can buy cents. Having it this late in the game feels a little odd. And the fact that it's USD, like, it really feels like a missed opportunity to get a solid UpX sync because sends do not cost the community anything. They don't negatively impact. If anything, like, I guess you can do more treasure hunting.
Yeah.
And so the only thing I can think of is like they did it to USD so that way people don't like do the math to figure out if it's efficient for treasure hunting, which I guess they still would figure that out. But it is beyond me. I would have done 250 UpX for 10 sends. Done deal. Or 25 UpX per send. Just wait, no, is that?
That's 25 cents.
Oh, 25 cents. Oh no, 2,500. Sorry, 2,500. Because it was like, I don't know. I don't know what I would price it at, but I don't know why it's not UpX. Like, I just don't understand.
I mean, I think it's late to the game, as you said. I mentioned that it's late to the game.
True.
But the interesting thing, one of the things I did think of is, could it be they're trying to get the microtransactions to show investors that, hey, we're generating these microtransactions. This is first line of products that we're going to start rolling out where, it's just not only UpX that we're selling, we're selling these other things.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Anytime Dirk and Edan have ever spoken about the mission statement of Upland, it's to bring value and to sell UpX. That's it. Like, so why are you then gonna well, we need these microtransactions, which is fair. Like, most mobile games are kind of tracked on their microtransactions. However, buying UpX is technically a microtransaction. So you can buy UpX when they do those block explorer things, like they're getting those transactions. My guess is that people are not normal games. That 99-cent price point gets a lot of transactions. So when you look at like total volume of transactions, my guess is that Upland is significantly less than its competitors, but the average transaction price would be higher. I don't know. I hope that they talk a little bit. They're not going to, but Top Shot. Good.
Yep, Top Shot just sold packs on an app for only US dollars, no Dapper wallet allowed. So companies need new funds in this bear market. Top Shot launched an app, so they have a mobile app finally.
Oh, really?
And then they did these pack sales, and I thought I was just going to use the stuff that was in my Dapper wallet balance, and it went to my Google Play balance. I'm like, and that was the only option. It was Google Pay, and Android and the iPhone people, it was just your Apple Pay.
Really?
Yeah, they sold out. I wouldn't say immediately, but they sold out in the day of the pack. So, but yeah, it was something different.
Well, that makes sense though. So this is a great example of two different market strategies. And I think from a Top Shot's perspective, that makes a lot of sense. That actually makes me very interested to watch that Top Shot market, because they were like the Dapper wallet and all of that still was a barrier of entry for people into that. Having an app that then you can buy packs with Apple Pay, you would have people like me who, like, if they're new to the space, very intrigued, because now because that was one of the biggest things, is like onboarding in and like having to buy. Like that was, what was that other one that I think flopped? The big one that we were in with DraftKings. Autograph?
The Autograph.io.
I don't know whatever happened to that, but like Autograph.io, that was a great example of people being able to use credit cards to buy in. We saw Wax have buy-ins through credit cards to get fresh money, and then, kind of create an ecosystem. But the reality, like, Upland's not doing that. You're not buying anything. You're buying sends that are free. Like, I'll be curious to know. I wonder if my data sleuths can find like who's buying them and how many.
And Zany Sock said unlimited if you buy from what they understand. So that will be interesting. We'll talk to, some of our treasure hunters that burn through their sends and see if they go past their limit if they're buying.
Oh, you mean like daily limit or total hold limit? Or both?
Maybe both. I'm intrigued there. It really didn't say one way or the other. It just says you can buy sends.
Yeah, that's really like there's a lot of missing information in that too. I don't really care because I don't think I've used like I'm sure I still have sends like way over anyway. That's interesting.
Older
Yeah,
says they wiped out his 248 sends.
no,
Yeah.
no, they did not.
I don't know Upland side of it, but he says that his 248 sends were removed.
Whoa, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. I'm gonna hope that that's it. Well, now I'm like going into mine. How do I see? I forget even how to see my sends. So I go to my
You
player.
hit that little.
What do I do? Walk me
Well,
through it.
It's your player.
Oh,
and
never mind. I got it.
You got it. Okay.
I have 3. Are you kidding me?
Looks like you got yours wiped too.
Oh, I'm annoyed.
How many did you have?
I have no idea. I don't keep track, but so I actually can't be super annoyed because I have no idea. And
I did think it was weird that I only had like 9 or 10 sends and I thought it was weird because I thought I was still in the 30s with my send. I didn't even pay attention till okay.
Chicago says he's still.
You have 19. Okay.
But I know that there's a couple people that were collecting them.
Yeah.
So that is interesting to me. Let us know in the comments. Did your send total? I think wasn't Uplando one of the other ones?
I think so.
Be curious. But yeah, like they didn't specify, does buying sends impact your, like, do they track it separately than the found sends? Are they going to track it separate? Like, so can you go over? I've never been allowed. So by default, you can't. So if all you're doing is collecting sends by going to properties, you're never going to get more than 11. That's the hard cap. However, I have 12 somehow. However, there are several events, if you register for, say, like tours, things like that, where they will load you up with sends. And in fact, that's really frustrating because those aren't free. Like,
No.
people like Boulder. Oh, God, that makes me so mad, actually.
Registration's about, as you said at the beginning, 2,000, 2,500 UpX for 10 cents. And that's what it usually was for the tour, 2,000 UpX for the tour. And you get somewhere between 10 and 20 cents.
Yeah, that. Yeah, and then so people were collecting them. So people were signing up for the tours, getting the sends, and then just hodling them in case there was like a major city opening that they wanted to do or whatever they wanted. That is very uncool, Upland. Like, I want to take a second before I just go ham on them and go, maybe it was a glitch. Boulder, please raise a ticket with support, follow the channels, let us know, because I'm going to give Upland the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, you do get the UpX back if you participate in the tour, but people were using the tour to collect sends. They had no interest in participating in the tour. They just wanted to get the sends and go over the maximum limit of sends that you can hold. And as Boulder had almost 250 cents, which is insane.
Yeah, that would really annoy me if I had tracked it, but I didn't. And I have 3, which makes me feel like I probably didn't have extra.
So you said that you're giving Upland benefit of the doubt. It could be a glitch, and
Yeah. And Boulder just raise a ticket, put in a ticket, and let's follow it.
Yeah.
But I'm in your corner. That is, to me, that it's unacceptable of a game to do something like that. And if at very least, like, they need to compensate you then for that. I would say at a rate of $1 per 10 cents. So there you go, which would give you $30 or $25, whatever, how many you had. Like, and I would say, like, then that's fair. Either pay him or give him back his cents, one or the other. And like, that needs to be tracked. Honestly, that's not, to me, that's not cool.
Yeah. And if you think that's not cool, definitely check out the segment later when we talk about the London collections, because that wasn't cool.
God, y'all in your collection pettiness. Like, you act like this is your first release. At what time has Upland ever launched collections and everyone gone, oh, they nailed it? Come on.
We'll get into that. All right. Moving on. We'll go into the market update now. Market update for May 1st.
Whoa,
May 4th.
Where's the crappy intro?
Oh, you want that?
No, not really, but people expect it now.
Oh, well. Moving on. All right. Top 10 city floors in Upland. I'm just going to ignore you on that one.
And moving on.
Moving on. London jumps right in. That's pretty much expected that they were going to be in the top 5 pretty quickly with the price of minting there.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of surprising. Usually, especially with London dropping last week, to see UpX in the green.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is. And Manhattan and Santa Clara, the only ones in the top 5 that are down, and they're only down 8.5% respectively.
London already top 4. Already has a higher floor than San Francisco. Honestly, I'm not mad at that at all. I think that tracks. That is kind of what you would expect to see. Manhattan being an anomaly. And it's crazy because here's the thing. There's no, I mean, I say that, but like Chelsea's a top neighborhood for whatever reason. There's a couple top neighborhoods in Manhattan, but there aren't really big communities there. I don't think it'll ever fall off majorly, but the reality is, man, LA, San Fran, they have neighborhoods and communities. London, shout out to Knightsbridge, like RIP, you didn't get the collection, but that doesn't matter. You'll get the community collection soon enough. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm mad that I did not pick up some Hyde Park.
I ran out of money in Knightsbridge, so I wanted to float over to Hyde Park, but
honestly, Knightsbridge is where it's at as far as a node is concerned. Hyde Park is cool because of Hyde Park Ninjas, but the Hyde Park node is in LA, not London. Although, who knows? I mean, there's a Hyde Park Chicago, a Hyde Park London. Maybe they do like a mini expansion, some sister colonies. But the primary one, if you want to get into Hyde Park, don't worry about London. Get over to LA. Hyde Park, LA is where it's at. Trust me, I talk with the ninjas almost daily. They are whipping up some cool stuff.
And what's the expected city release in Genesis Week? More Vegas? I wouldn't be surprised if they did a Vegas expansion along with the city release.
Oh, maybe.
But
Seattle. It's going to be Seattle, by the way.
You think it's Seattle?
It's going to be Seattle.
It's going to be?
It's going to be.
All right.
I think it's good. Well, I say that solely based off of one post that one person posted somewhere. And I was like, oh, yeah. Because there's a playlist for the event. And it's like a lot of like 80s grunge. And like that was Seattle. It's like a Seattle scene.
You mean 90s grunge?
90s grunge, whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Shout out. Look at that. Look at boom, Knightsbridge. I do like Miami. You know what though? There might be something for Miami, because if we look at East Coast, West Coast, the West Coast still has LA that has a lot, but maybe a Washington. I don't think it would take away from LA. In fact, it might drive more traffic back to the West Side, but East Side really hasn't had any love
In a while.
So Miami, possible. What what would be the grunge Seattle equivalent on the Eastern Seaboard?
Well, I mean, in the 80s, Boston was pretty big in the punk scene.
I could see Boston or DC.
That was the crack scene.
Liverpool. Ooh, Liverpool could be. I think it'll be. That's, you know what? Everybody is just assuming. I mean, I don't know. Everybody. I'm assuming it's a U.S. based, but it could be another international city.
Yeah. And looking back 30 days, it's a little. All the UpX is red.
Ooh, but look at that green on the USD though.
Yeah, that's interesting. 5%, 10%, 9%. Dallas up almost 20%.
Like those are that's solid percentages across the board. So that's interesting. 30 days. I like that. Because that also means, because when you see the USD in green and the UpX in red, that means that gap is getting closer and closer. I mean, it was pretty far to start with, but that means that your USD and UpX is getting closer, which is good.
Yeah, people flipping USD for UpX. So you go ahead and
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the cyclical balance, right? So now we have, the USD rising, and then people trying to liquidate for the UpX. Like that's just how the market goes, right?
It's you have to do everything on chain now, so you can work your US dollar for UpX that way, and it will be interesting to see how we are 4 weeks from today, looking back of if we're converging or still dividing between the UpX and the US dollar.
No, I guess it was and it wasn't. I mean, it was an UpX sync in a way because it took 27 million from Dizzy. So
why you got to put the man's business out there like that?
It's public. You can go and see how much he's minted. We showed it on the show. You can go to UpX World, go to London, go mint, go show who bought what, and see he's got 27 million mint worth. So now technically he could have spent more than that. Sure. But he's got 27 million worth of mint in London right now.
Which is insane.
Yeah. 16 of that's in Knightsbridge though. So good on you.
Yeah. And then don't forget the pawns drop in 23 minutes for the map assets that we haven't got to talk about just yet.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. And now here's the question.
Wait, where is that?
It's in London. They got one in Hyde Park. That was the interesting thing too, is the factories that they set up over there is in a limited and a rare area, in a limited and a rare collection.
Huh. That is interesting. Oh, well, I'm not over there. Are you over there?
I'm in London, yeah.
Oh, well, if you're going to buy some, I'll send you some UpX. What are the prices on them?
Hold on. Prices.
Who's running it?
The Upland Bureau.
So okay.
So they're 10,000 anywhere from.
The showrooms are in the US.
Oh, the showroom. Okay.
Yeah, where's the showrooms? Where can we buy? Yeah, the manufacturing plant.
Where's the addresses?
There are showrooms. All right.
Oh, in Nashville and Los Angeles, Chicago, Queens, and Rio.
Someone give me the LA one. I'm in LA, fam.
Okay, I'll copy and paste in the chat. There we go. But here's the real big question, though, is they've had the car sale, they had the London release, they had the $27 million or 27 million UpX landmark.
Who bought that, by the way?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because it wasn't Big A.
Yeah, and it sat for a while.
Yeah.
And now they're doing these, but they're doing a lot of UpX sync right now. And you already know a city's coming out in Vegas. What's the big,
like a month away?
What's the big, there's something bigger coming.
Life token. It's got to be, right?
Yeah. But can you buy a life token with UpX?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be, I think it'll be drop in a random showroom.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you. Unfortunately, I only have 3 cents. I'm going to go, you know what's hilarious is I might go buy cents. No,
there you go.
I can just find.
Yeah, you will.
But anyway, all right. Thank you. I'm at the Upland Bureau showroom. Yeah, that's.
What they're sucking the UpX out of the community for something. I haven't seen this big of UpX pool back in I don't think ever on this scale.
I don't know if that's me.
You froze up. Yeah, Spark's getting very devalued. There, you're back.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there are random drops every 3 hours. 7. Yeah, I heard the Spark Exchange was down to 5. Women's World Cup, meh. I mean, not meh. I mean, it's going to be cool. Oh,
in Australia. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if they drop an Australian city? Nah.
I mean, the Women's World Cup is this summer, so
they'll wait for that. They'll that's a whole nother event. There's no reason for them to drop that at Vegas. Maybe you can mine life token with Spark. Now that, Boulder, I think you're onto something there. But they won't, because that would actually require gamification and planning. So no, it'll probably be very similar. Hopefully they do a snapshot. That would be cool if Genesis Week they do the snapshot and then give out life token like they did. Although they haven't done. Oh, they'll probably do like announce it and then drag it out for the rest of the year.
Yep.
They'll milk the shit out. Because
there you go.
Yeah. What am I saying? They're not going to actually drop it. We're not actually going to get the life token this year.
No.
They'll announce it and tease it.
And then speaking of another 7 million Detroit library tomorrow, up for auction.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Bottom 5 cities: Detroit, Rio, Fresno, Chicago, Sao Paulo.
In-game cons. Oh, zany. You know what? I predicted that last year, and that was a big miss. And I was really sad about it. They did have that merengue live in person. So you might be onto something. So they might do the venue announcement. They might do something with venues.
That could be. Yeah.
That's actually a really good one, Zany.
Yeah. They'd want to sell life for USD because they need the revenue.
Yeah, no. Life token, when it comes out, it'll be the same thing as Spark. It'll be for USD.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're going to do something that valuable for UpX. The whole point, because that's not an UpX sync. If you buy something with UpX that then has value, like as much as we keep saying properties are an UpX sync, They are, in the sense that it adds it back to the community pool. But when you look at the total value of assets in the game, that isn't taking away any value from the net. Like, you need UpX sinks. The UpX sinks is the tax. Like, that's the only way to get inflation down. So that people just buying properties, like Dizzy dropping 27 million, even though that was, he doesn't have that UpX anymore, he now has 27 million UpX worth of properties and value that's also generating interest. So he didn't lose that UpX. It didn't sink anywhere. He just bought property. So it's not really a true sink if you get an asset that can then be sold or goes towards your net value.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they went on kind of they're going on a block explorer spree again. They did have 3 pretty cool London, Birmingham block explorer sales. I didn't get the crown jewel. Did you pick a crown jewel up?
I didn't. Yeah, those went super quick. Wait, the umbrella? I didn't see the umbrella. I thought it was Big Ben, the guy, and the crown.
Yeah, I don't know why. You always make me question stuff. I'm prepared, and then...
No, I mean, the umbrella is cool.
Yeah, it was... I don't know why they have the umbrella. It was Big Ben, the Kingsguard, and the crown jewel.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be a cool block explorer, too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, if they have it there, it'll likely be involved somewhere.
Yeah. Or somebody just messed up the artwork.
50-50. USD price dropping in London fast. I mean, yeah, that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
I love this new branding of this, by the way. G Week. I like G Week. That's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So Superfest 2023, they did roll that out this week. And if you go in person, you get some pretty cool block explorers, especially if you got the registered early bird also.
I think they should give mints based on registration.
Of course, because you were one of the first ones.
I'm pretty sure I was the first one.
You think?
I think so.
So that's and then once again, it's right around the music theme again. It's got a drum set and it's got a guitar.
You know what? I'm changing my answer. I don't think that they announced Life Token yet. I think that they announced live venues. I feel very, and you know what? I think they're going to have that band and they're going to stream it live in the game. That's what I predict. There's going to be some venue. Oh, what city would have a great live venue? Like, what's one of the biggest live venue cities?
New York City.
Okay, that's fair. Like what are some other ones that haven't been released that have like huge like music festivals?
Nashville.
That aren't released.
you didn't put that caveat in.
Well, I'm saying that they're going to release it.
I know what you were saying.
Austin?
I was just trolling you. Jeez.
Austin's possibility.
Austin is possible. They do South by Southwest, and they have a lot of good venues there.
You just said you're just trolling me. Oh, Sydney Opera House, Shaq. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. So I don't know. Possible. I'm really bullish now that it's going to be a live venue announcement. That's what they're going to announce. I don't think that they announced Life Token. I don't think they're ready for it. The Species.io project that Dirk helped stand up earlier this year isn't yet at a point that I think that they want to start that. So
Denver's a solid one too. Red Rocks is a nice place.
Denver. Where is Burning Man at?
California.
Yeah, like maybe
in the desert,
or like Woodstock.
Like there's nothing there. It's in the middle of the desert.
Hey, who knows? I don't know. What about Woodstock? Where was Woodstock at?
in a field in New York, in
Oh.
upstate New York.
Austin is the live music capital of the world, according to Usinate.
Pretty close. I wouldn't argue that one.
Well, then there it is, confirmed Austin. I'll just go with anything. Confirmed Austin, confirmed live music venue. There it is. Lock it in. G Week. That's what's happening.
Yeah. So during G Week, they do have the live city opening with the Upland community. They have product panel and AMAs presented by Upland, lunch exhibits by the Upland community, hackathon finalists. They have the panels presented by the Upland community members, drinks and dinner, awards show, and live music performance. So should be a good time.
Ooh, but why is Beverly Hills? Is there a music venue in Beverly Hills? They might. I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of, since we're doing this, I'll do my big announcement right now.
There you go.
UpX World has been officially selected to be one of the exhibitors at G Week. So we will have a booth. And since some of our brethren did not get booths, our booth is going to be jam-packed. You are not going to want to miss the UpX World booth because we will have UpX World. You know we're going to be representing the UpX podcast. You know we're going to be representing the Hyde Park Ninjas. You know XNet. If you're an XNet family member, we are going to do it big. There is going to be a ton of stuff. All of the cool kids are going to be at our booth. We'll have giveaways and swag, and everybody's going to be there. So do not sleep on the UpX World booth. You won't miss it because it'll be the hypest booth there. Guaranteed.
Until FIFA brings in a bunch of soccer stars and the NFLPA does the same thing and everybody flocks over there.
Whatever. Honestly, like...
I'm kidding. Jeez. It's super...
No. I mean, because that's fair, though, because I do expect... So we haven't talked about this, but like the exhibitor hall, I do fully expect them to have NFLPA representation, FIFA representation. Like, I think that they will do it up and have some representation there. And yeah, I think that there'll be some interest in that for sure. But let's be honest. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that because you would want to go over and talk to like the football players, I guess. But like, you're there for essentially a gaming conference. Like, that's really what, this is. It's a gaming event. I don't know. I maybe would go say hi, but the reality is, I don't know.
I'll be hanging out at your booth. Come on now. But I could see Gala Games being there, maybe Jackie Sai. I don't know about UNICEF Brazil, but something for FIFA, something for the NFLPA, Susan G. Komen, they might have something there too. I could see those as, definitely the representation of the partners, and maybe some partners we don't know about will be there.
Maybe. That's true. That would be a great place. Well, whoever they're partnering with the Live Fest.
Could be.
And
then
Saquon coming? I don't know who that is. Is that
Saquon Barkley? He's a running back for the Giants.
Look, why do you know that?
Why do you know e-gamers' names?
I don't.
Okay.
That's super weird.
Why do you know game developers?
I don't.
You're just saying you don't to anything right now. Well, that's because you got a crappy memory, and we all know that.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, legit. My brain is mush. Like, I don't know names. I'm terrible with names. I barely remember my own half the day.
And rolling along with the Block Explorers, we have the Thrifty Trader going on. Continue collecting that, expanding that collection.
Do you think we got Birmingham due to a partner being there? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if they just wanted to do an FSA close to the tier 1, but
sure. Live events does mean it opens up a lot of possibilities for sure. I think they'll start with music for given that.
Absolutely.
A Birmingham partner. What's in Birmingham?
I don't
Holy
know.
crap. Those are not the things, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I mean, awesome.
Oh, geez.
What are those? They're so weird. I'm going to buy a bunch of them, but still super weird.
Like, what are these pawns doing?
I can't even. What? That's bizarre. Because first of all, the Royal Guard is known for its stoicism.
Right.
Like, so you're going to take something that is renowned for being stoic, incorporate into a game that is, about high levels of intellect and, competition at a very high level. And then you're going to be like, let's make them do silly dances and wear chess hat. What?
Now those are the rare ones. Here's
those
your standards or your commons. So they're a little more stoic here.
What are the yeah? That's Chicago Spartan thinks that should be the title of the episode.
What are those?
What are those? What? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to reveal anything on our end, but like we were working and are working on a layer 2 chess thing. And the chess pieces that were designed that I've seen come out of our community privately blow these away. I am sorry, but the community designed assets that I've seen related to chess make these look like child's play. Like honestly, I'll buy them because they're map assets and they go towards community collections and stuff like that. But man, I don't know. It's kind of a shame. Like I also don't like that they're kind of like taking that away from the community. Like there's plenty of people in the community that want to design these. In fact, I know that they have heard and talked to anyway.
That's the interesting thing. Now, are outdoor decor people going to have to compete with the Upland Bureau on city releases or map asset things?
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, like to me, like that's not like no, don't do that. So like, you know what they should do is they should auction the blueprints off. Like if you want to do that, cool. Like Upland Bureau, create the blueprints for these things and say, we have 10,000, you design all the mints and everything. And then you have the blueprints. And then maybe you break the blueprints up into like 250, so you can create 250 as a manufacturer. And then let anybody buy them. So then you buy and you essentially buy 250 templates that you can then go manufacture yourself at one of the gajillion plants that are already built. And then you can manufacture. And so Upland makes money. Upland can increase spark utilization from the community, which has been plummeting. And then they can increase the traffic between players because those people, oh my gosh, at TML's sweatshop. Yeah. Like, this is.
Hey, is your factory up and running yet?
No, it's not.
Mine isn't either. Imagine that.
Yeah, we've been down for 2 months. We were told to stop manufacturing.
You need to work on your math. It's over 2 months, 2.5 now.
Well, whatever. I was trying to be nice.
Well, no, it was in January. We're pushing 4. We're over 3. We're at 3.5.
I don't even know. I don't want to think
3.5.
about it. I don't want to think about it because we haven't been manufacturing for months because we were supposed to have our factory switched over. They haven't been switched over, which means we haven't been producing assets. And we're the lower maintenance ones. Like we're not even the high maintenance people. We're really pretty laid back on it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they are doing a London map asset giveaway. They're going for 2 weeks. First period started Tuesday, May 2nd, and it will run through Friday, May Friday, May 19th, and the second one starts on the 19th and ends on June 2nd, right before Genesis week. So you can earn points by sending your Block Explorer to one of the showrooms. It earns you an entry. Owning 2 chess pieces gets you 10 entries, 4 gets you 20, 6 gets you 40, 8 gets you 80, 15 gets you 160, and owning 20 gets you 320 entries. So buy your chess
the
pieses and
giveaway for
send.
the chess pieces is if you've spent a ridiculous amount on chess pieces, you can get some free ones.
You get some rare ones.
Oh, so you can only win the rare ones?
Yes. You can't buy the rare ones. You can only win it through this competition.
You know why they had to do that? Because the last like 4 times that they created their own map assets, they didn't sell out. So
Disney bought all the gnomes.
Yeah, that was after I told him to, though. It's like, buy them. And that was after they stopped manufacturing like periodically forever. And that was for charity. We were doing it for the children.
Doing it for the children. Got it. All right. The London and Birmingham collections revealed. And the H isn't pronounced in Birmingham. It's just kind of silent. Just to let you know.
Oh, I just call it Bring Me Ham.
Bring me ham. Well,
Bring me ham.
You like food. I get it.
I love food. I love some ham. Rejinx, I'm not putting that up.
So the collections were announced.
Next 2 to 3 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Did you even look the last time?
Crap. And I lost the spot. What's the address? 1456. 14556. Foothill.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if they. Oh man, there's a bunch of people here. So
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't 2-factor.
Oh no, you're failing.
I don't know if they've already dropped. Can somebody tell me? I'm clicking refresh now just in case. Ooh.
Now the collections were released. A lot of people did get upset about it, but there are still plenty coming for London. But these are based off of what was released right now, and there were a lot of different potentials, and it was nowhere close. I mean, there were people saying, look, if you Google the 20 most popular streets in London, the most expensive neighborhoods, and there's a lot of history in London between so many different things that they could have tied into with the different historical figures. Yeah.
So at what point is it just like a pure gamble then? Like, is it better? So like everyone's up in arms that they didn't get, like, here's the thing. Who cares? Like, I get it. And especially like it sucks because I know that there's a bunch of teams, shout out Analytic Assassins. Y'all are hardcore assassins, I guess. There you go. And great. You get all that research. I wonder how they did on this release, but like, who cares? I'm almost okay if it's completely random. Pick 3 random neighborhoods, 3 random streets, call it a day. Like, go, good luck, Godspeed. Like, I don't know. Thoughts?
But it's more about if they're saying that it's built upon the real world and you can recreate it or do whatever, you kind of want to stick with the historical type things for those cities, what they're known for the collections. You're collecting what the city's known for,
Yeah, I guess, but not really. Like, I mean, they didn't do like, I mean, I guess they did the iconic thing in San Francisco, but honestly, they haven't done that anywhere. Like majorly, have they? Like some of the ultra rares are like more specific. What were the ultra rares?
They didn't release, I think they only released one. I didn't look that closely because I only bought in one neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then they got more coming. There's going to be close to 30.
You know, like the Monopoly, if you collect sports cards, do you want random commons or the superstars? Just a few. I mean, it's I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but here's the thing: is if you're collecting the superstars already, they're already valuable. If you're already picking the best neighborhoods, if you're already picking the most popular streets, like you already have like value. Now, having a random street, and here's the other thing: neighborhoods. Every neighborhood has a chance to be a collection. Go make it a collection.
So Fenchurch and High T were the ultra rares. High T is a 2.94x, so that's pretty close to maxing that 3. And then Fenchurch Street is 2.75, and you need to own 3 of both.
Wow. Okay, wait. So is the things up yet? I'm sitting here.
All right. Either way, it's still just, there were some streets that were released that you could have seen being collections. You missed. Some people get upset. It was weird though that the most expensive street.
Queens. So wait, are they rotating?
Yes, they're going random.
Oh, so they got dropped in Queens, which means, oh my God, that's so annoying. So what? I just got to check randomly every 3 hours? Oh my God.
Yes.
This is not how you make a fun game. This isn't fun. This is annoying. Like people have freaking lives. Like I'm not waking up every 3 hours to check for this stupid crap. Like give me a schedule. Give me something. I don't even care if it's the middle of the night. Tell me it's at 3 a.m. that you're dropping these little London ridiculous looking things in LA and I'll be there. But you can't expect me to wake up every 3 hours in the hopes, like I'm already going to be fighting everybody to get there and maybe I get one anyway. But to not even have a chance because it's in Queens, like, or wherever the heck they launch it, like that'd be like going and be like, okay, well, half of the cities are going to have a treasure hunt, but we're not going to tell you which one. Like, okay. Good luck. Just start treasure hunting and maybe you'll get a treasure, but we're not going to tell you what city it's in. Stupid.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm annoyed today. Like they picked a bad day to just do stupid stuff because I'm just not in the mood to deal with it. Like I had some stupid clients today in my day job and Upland's getting the brunt of it because I can't yell at my actual clients. And so every little stupid thing Upland is doing today is just going to annoy me.
And then Hyde Park was a limited collection, but you only needed 2 properties. Castle Baynard was exclusive for two properties for that collection. Bishopgate was a rare, and you needed 3 in that neighborhood. Piccadilly was Road, Street, Avenue, whatever you want to call it, and you needed 3 on that for that rare. And then Fenchurch Street needed 3, and High T you needed 3. Kind of backwards. Usually you see your limited and exclusive collections with 3 or 4 for that collection. And as you get higher, I mean, it's not bad for the rares having 3s. That's usually standard.
Yeah.
Your ultra rares, 2 or 3, depending, but it's just weird that your lower collections, you only needed 2 properties to complete.
What up, Happy Emma? Yeah. Yeah. I get it. 3 is going to make it really hard. I'd be curious if anybody even has it. I wonder if they see prices. I would imagine markups are lower in a 3 collection set versus a 2 collection set because you can't afford to be super greedy because no one's going to complete it, which means no one's going to buy it. So having 3 as the ultra rare, I do think lowers the markup of what you can charge for an ultra rare because you know that somebody buying them is going to have to buy 3 of those stupid things. So you can't really charge them 100x because then they're just going to not do it.
And I haven't really checked out the high T right now. But if you go onto the collection and hit the other property to see the properties available to fill it, there's only 4 right now. Unless the high T is going to expand as more of London's release, which would make some of these things that are fall under the high T more sought after.
Well, I also can see them potentially, because didn't they auction off some URs at some point?
Yes.
Yeah, so I could see them starting to hold back URs and doing more of an auction style. I have 3 on Knightsbridge, which literally turns into Piccadilly. So close. Piccadilly, I would have definitely, I just like the name Piccadilly. So I probably would have Piccadilly that one. All right, whatever. That was funny.
Yeah. Haha. So the global asset search was.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Is that good?
I have not tried either. I haven't really wanted to look for something, but at least that makes it a lot easier looking these things up.
So where is that?
That is, if you go into.
Do I have to be on? Do I have to be
under the search where you can search? It has properties or assets. You can click on assets, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Block explorers. Oh.
Makes it nice and easy. Long overdue.
I don't
But at
like
least
that they have direct. They should be able to filter out directors block explorers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Wait. Oh, I like this a lot. Oh, that kind of went under the radar. Let's see here. Accepting offers. There we go. And then I want to sort by price, low to high. Well, that's super cool, fam. All right. Hey, I'm gonna give. I can give credit where credit's due.
You're taking back the mean things now?
No. Hell no. Hell no. They still screwed up all the other stuff from earlier in the show. But this is pretty cool. This is actually a huge quality of life improvement. Like, this is really good. I'm like addicted to this.
Great. I lost you for the rest. I should have made this the last slide then. Lost you for the rest.
Look at this. Like, I can go in here. Here they all are. Here's the price for them and what mint they are. So then I can go in, look at these, and then I can just go, okay, 3,000 UpX. Oh, it's pending. Somebody's already buying that, I guess. So, and then it tells you where it's for sale at. So this is the Dam Explorers. And he's just selling, Nubex is just selling a bunch of these. Yep. See, now the problem is, this would be perfect if they got rid of what I think is nonsense. Must be in discovery range. I get it. That's your whole thing. People have to explore and go to the different cities. Huge barrier of like convenience. Like, now we need to search in the. Well, isn't there? I mean, there is a property search, but it's probably not
like that where you can filter. So I'm glad you got the global asset search and you're enjoying that. So you'll be lost for hours and burn through UpX and your credit card. So
honestly, I won't, because I have to travel everywhere and I'm not doing that.
What, you got the downtime in the airport? You're like, what block explorer can I buy?
And then I'll just be like pinging you guys. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's too much work. If I want to buy a 3,000 UpX block explorer, I'm not going to spend 5,000 UpX traveling to get it. Like, that's just lost sales. Like, you know what? Here, Upland, if you're still listening and you're not crying because we hurt your feelings, I've already been accepted to the vendor booth. You can't take it back. Why not just add a 10% tax? I will gladly pay 10% over whatever it is that goes 100% to Upland, true UpX sync to be able to buy globally. So we'll call that shipping and handling fee, whatever you want to call it. That is how you do it. You can always talk to the players selling the BE and have them take it out of the shop and swap it with the legit. Yeah, again, lots of work to do that. Like getting in contact with randos is like, ugh, I'd rather just pay the 10,000 UpX to fly around. Like I don't really.
Get the cargo vans delivering your block explorers. You order it and you go.
No. Okay. Hold on, fam. I got it.
You got it. Let's go.
I want to be able to buy it, but then I can't collect it. Like, here's the thing. I should be able to buy it because the other problem with this, especially now that there's a global search, okay, so it's the cheapest one. So I'm going to have to travel there. 100% it's going to be sold by the time I get there. So here you go, Upland. At least let me buy it. And then it should change it to reserved for whoever bought it. And then they have to go to the store and pick it up. Like, that's fine. If you want to make me travel, then at least let me do that. And then I'll just do that. And then I'll just buy from a bunch of stores. And then when I finally am like, oh, I'm in San Francisco. Oh yeah, I bought that block explorer forever long ago. Let me go pick up that shop. Like you have to give us a freaking way to do this.
There's got to be a time limit on it though. You can't have it reserved and holding up space so they can't put more product on the floor in their store though.
No. It shouldn't count against them. It shouldn't count against the store owners.
But knowing you might forget about it and 6 months later be like, damn, that's still on reserve.
Who cares? It's digital. It's sitting in a freaking fake wallet. Like, who cares? Like, just put it in a little thing, like a note that's like, here you go. You have to come here and click this button in order to collect it. Like,
within 2 weeks, you got to go and collect it.
I mean, whatever.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's the first step in it. That's the first step in expanding the commerce in Upland is the ability to buy and have it reserved, and then you have to travel there. And then sooner or later, as more vans and semis are available, you'll start having the delivery services that, hey, I bought this and reserved it here at this store in Nashville. Please ship it to my home address in Los Angeles.
Right. Like that is actually, now that would be super cool. I like this delivery van. So especially like if it's an asset that is not physical or something, or even physical, whatever. Yeah. Like, hey, and then you like pay somebody and then you essentially authorize them to pick up your deliveries. So like I pay, whoever to go and pick up, I go, hey, I'm going to pay 1,000 UpX. I need someone to pick up my items here and drop them off at my house. Like in that same city, potentially something.
And that would be great. All of a sudden you have this Nashville shop sells it. You have your vans there in Nashville, and then you make your stops along the way, dropping off multiple orders. It's another meta venture.
Oh yeah. Cause that's what I was like, man, that doesn't scale but yeah, you're right. Cause that's not how delivery works in the real world.
Yeah. Cause if you got a company and you say you're lucky enough to have four vans right now, and you're in one city and you're like, oh, okay, I'm sending to Chicago. I'm sending to LA. I'm sending this one, over to New Orleans, whatever. You have your 4 vans go make their deliveries in the cities where people have reserved stuff. Hey, 2 to 3 days, it will be there.
Yeah. No, I like that. Cause then you could put out like just like orders. Cause they do like shipping online. Like it's like, there's a show. It's really funny called Shipping Wars.
Yes. I've wasted many times while I was trying to stay up for night shift on my nights off watching that.
Like, yeah, I want to be able to be like, hey, I need somebody. I'm going to pay you 500 UpX to pick up my 3 block explorers and ship them here, or pick up this, whatever, and ship it here. And then they can just like, and I need it here. And here's by this date, right? So like you have to get it to me by this date. or you don't get the money. And it's cash on delivery, I would imagine. Like it's payment on delivery. I mean, there's a lot of logistics that they have to figure out. But the thing is, like, since it is blockchain, you just do it in escrow. You just put it into an escrow. They go over. Once they complete the contract, it completes. Like, there are ways to do this.
That would be a lot of functionality that we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah, it would also require some sort of gamification thought process as well, and like building out things.
And I can buy secondary props all over the world without actually traveling there, says Paul.
Oh, don't jinx it, man. Don't jinx it. They're about to like have a real estate business, and like you have to like commission somebody to go buy properties for you.
Oh. But I do like this shipping idea. I like how we took it from that and expanded on it. And I don't think it should be that hard to implement.
Well, I mean, we say that. From a technical perspective, there's a lot of moving pieces, the smart contracts, the escrows, stuff like that. Sure. But there's also way easier ways. Like there's just too much. Honestly, it should be open and way easier. You're hurting your meta ventures. Like no one is benefiting.
I got it. I know what they're announcing at Genesis Week.
Oh, what is it?
The internet's coming to Upland. So now you can buy online and reserve your block explorers at the store. Because right now we don't have the internet.
All right. Well, that's our show for the night. Stupidest idea goes to the appropriately named Too Stupid to Win.
Hey, I got to live up to it.
That's too meta even for this.
Wow. Too meta.
Too meta.
Too meta. All right. What else on the global asset?
I don't have anything. I got to go check it out. That's super cool, though. I like that a lot. I like that they have that. That's a big win for sure.
And then they have the world of football. There's been some interesting stuff going along with this, though.
Yeah.
They I didn't look too far into it, but it seemed like they were kind of changing the payouts. They were adjusting, which you would expect, but you want them to announce that they're adjusting payments. But you can compete against other Uplanders in a 1v1 match, and you can win UpX rewards. You can have match passes, and you have to purchase the match pass, and passes are 1,000 UpX, so it's nothing like too expensive. A lot of people can play for that, and you go ahead and play. And I don't know. I'm not big into the world of football. Have you played that at all?
You mean soccer with Roomba? No.
Why you gotta knock other people's stuff? Soccer with Roomba. That's just kind of mean.
I'm sorry. That was the nicest way for me to describe that. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's a thing.
Yeah. And it's a 2.5 game and 3 goal limit. So it's not like it takes long, and you'll be awarded a victory point, and you can cash that out for 1,790 UpX.
Yeah. It is interesting how they've done like, the whatchamacallit, the way it's paying out, I guess. Like you buy these certificates, so it's which is interesting. Anyway.
And the May Standards Challenge is going on. Rising Stars, Great Stars, and People's Champ, same thing. Same rewards. Nothing exciting there, but just want to let you know what's going on.
Oh, I found one. I don't like, so in the global search, if it's reserved for somebody, it still shows as in there, like for the value.
Okay. What else you got before we get out of here for the week?
I mean, we got so much, but this is cool. I do like this global asset search. You can see our assets there. Don't miss out.
Yeah. All right. Since you're playing with that, I'll let our listeners get out of here.
Well, This was a fun episode, though. I should get angry more often. I haven't been angry in a while.
No, you haven't been angry in a while.
Yeah. Well, usually, so I don't know if Cheese is watching. Usually there's some sandwiches involved in my Thursday night activities. However, I'm taking a drive immediately after this. So no sandwiches were happening.
No sandwiches. Gotcha.
No sandwiches. Just anger.
Just anger. But you did have some constructive criticism and some helpful thoughts. So
I tried to, here's the thing is it's very fixable. We're so close to having something great. I am truly impressed by the global search. That is a massive, massive win. Thank you. Honestly, everybody's complaining about collections. Get bent. Who cares? Mostly because I didn't mint anything in London, so it affects me 0%. So I don't care.
Mulholland Drive.
But that I knew was that hit. The collection hit. I just couldn't mint because people were aggressively minting it. So that hit as I expected it to hit.
But that's it. People were expecting these things to hit, and they went with all this random stuff that doesn't even make the lists of known places in London.
I don't know. I don't know London well enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. Sandwich free on May 4th of all days, which is a shame because historically they actually did May 4th activity.
My son, he was like, so when you were born, was it May the 4th be with you? I'm like, no. He goes, well, why not? I'm like, because only one Star Wars, it came out a couple months after I was born, or a couple, I went through the history of when it came out versus when I was born. And then it was a thing later on. It just wasn't right away. So
yeah. May the 4th be with you all. Indeed.
There you go.
Go check out UpX World Shop. Oh, that's it. UpXWorld.shop has UpX podcast t-shirts for sale.
Yes, they do.
So go check that out. And some great, insanely cool stuff from community artists like our girl, Sheriff Shack, Rob Zilla. Go check it out. NFT Architects got some stuff up there.
Oh, no, I didn't bust his bubble. I was just letting him know that it came into effect way later in my life, that it just wasn't there.
Lie to him like Santa Claus.
I don't lie to my kids.
Really? You didn't tell you told him there's no Santa Claus? Day one, you're just
my oldest one.
Well, at a certain point, or yeah, okay. Well, let him believe that you were part of May 4th. I don't know. Whatever. I got things to do.
You got things to do. Now, here was a question I meant to ask earlier in the show. I'll ask in 2 weeks. It's fine.
You're not going to remember it in 2 minutes, let alone 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I'll remember it in 2 weeks.
What?
You got things to do.
What?
You have things to do.
What?
You have things to do.
What?
And you're going to miss next week.
I am going to miss next week.
And we got an awesome roundtable going on.
I'm super jealous. I'm super jealous of next week, honestly.
Yeah. So we got that going on. You'll be traveling. Safe travels there.
Yeah. Boo.
But you can watch.
I might actually try to watch on the plane.
Yes.
No, we've not reached the chokeout threshold. No one's even talking about that. All right, end of show.
We haven't reached the chokeout threshold. I'll put the link in the description. Got a lot of fundraising to do between here and Genesis. Then G Week. Sorry, not Genesis Week. G Week.
G Week. Like the G Wagon. That's what they should have had. That's the Block Explorer we want. We want a G Wagon for G Week.
There you go.
G Wagon on G Week. Let's go.
Everybody have fun. Be safe. And we'll see you out there in the metaverse.
The Upland Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby.